great creation.
My name is Beast Mode.
What's up, guys? My name is Beast Mode, and I have been spending my entire day in hell, both literally in the real life world and in the video game world, because as many of you guys probably already know, Diablo 3 released at 12 o'clock this morning, released today. I went and picked it up from work. I work at a video game store, so I was at the midnight release, played it all night, didn't go to sleep till really early in the morning this morning, been playing it all day while it's been up, and it's a ton of fun, guys, ton of fun. So I've been in hell in the video game world, but also real life today was just, it was hell for a brief moment. I felt like I should have been in a Lemony Snicket's book, the series of unfortunate events books. That was me today. And you know, they say bad things happen in sets of 3. I didn't ever hear though that bad things could happen to you in sets of like 100, because today was just, I mean, it was beyond misfortune, it was beyond bad luck, it was absolutely ridiculous. I actually had to make a bulleted list right now of all the things that happened, because you know, I never write anything out for commentary, I never script it. But I actually had to kind of just make like little highlights for myself so I wouldn't forget things, because so many things happen. So I'm just going to briefly cover the entire thing. I'm going to just cover the main things. I'm not going to get into the tinier details of things that went bad, but let's get this thing going. So me and my dad have to drive into town. We have to drop my sisters off at track practice, and the reason I have to go with them is because we have to pick up our company van from the shop. It was getting fixed, and it's a power washing, you know, power washing and mowing business. He has to go mow a yard after this, so he needs to get the van, and then I'm gonna drive the Suburban home. And so we drive in, we go drop my sisters off, and then we drive all the way across town to the shop, and the van's not there. It's actually all the way back across town. So we drive all the way back across town to this tire place where the van's at, and you know, we get there and we're carrying a trailer behind the Suburban, and we're gonna hook it up to the van because my dad needs to go mow, then needs to go pick up a whole bunch of bags of leaves for a guy and drop them off at the dump. So we're trying to attach this trailer, switch it over to the van. Well, when we get to the van, they drive it out, and we go to unhatch the trailer, and the pin that connects the hitch, you know, that keeps everything held in place so the trailer doesn't just fall off, is missing. Somehow a metal piece went through a metal piece, which isn't possible, but somehow this thing came out, and we're like, well crap, well we'll just take the hitch out of the Suburban and put it on the van. We go to the van, and whoever had owned the van before welded the hitch onto the van, so this thing is completely welded, is not going to come off. And when we try to put the trailer onto this hitch of the van, it's too the hitch on the van is way too big, so we can't get it on there, and we're like, this thing is welded, what are we going to do? So we're trying to take the ball off. We're going to leave the hitch on, obviously, because that thing is not going to move, but we'll try and at least take the ball bearing off that you're going to put the trailer on. And because this thing has never moved, it was completely rusted so bad. I mean, this thing would not budge. We went into the tire store and we're like, hey, can we borrow a wrench? And me and my dad are just yanking on this wrench, pulling it with all of our might, and it will not budge. So then we go get a pole and we try and use physics, you know, get more leverage, still not budging. So we take the van, and they're like, well, just come over here, come into the shop, and we'll use like a power tool thing. It's 800 pounds of pressure to remove bolts off of, you know, big things. And we go to the van, and the van doesn't start. The battery is dead, so we have to jump the van. We get it into the shop then, and they try and use it, and it almost breaks this thing. 800 pounds of pressure of a tool, and this thing would not budge. The hitch would not come off, and we nearly broke the tool. So then they have to take a little, you know, like a welding tool, and they pretty much melted the bolt. They got it hot enough. They tried it again, still wouldn't work, so they melted it even further, and finally we just got it to come off enough where we could get it off. We switched out the bearings, we got the trailer hooked up onto the van, and we're driving the van across town in the Suburban. I'm following my dad to go mow this yard. We get to the yard, we take out the lawnmower, and the lawnmower doesn't start, of all things. And it's a brand new lawnmower, there's nothing wrong with it. It just took 20 minutes. It was just like a bad luck type of event, because then it was fine. And so we mowed the yard, we weed whack it, we go to leave because we got to go pick up this guy's bags of leaves. He says he has about 50 bags of leaves he needs taken to the dump. He doesn't have a pickup, so he can't do it himself. And we go to leave, and the keys are locked inside of the van, and That was kind of our fault, I guess. But completely messed up. So we have to try and get these keys out. We eventually get it out. I'm not going to go into a long story because several bad things happened with that. But we finally get the keys out. We go to start the van, and the van's dead again. Completely dead. Will not start, and we don't have jumper cables. So I have to drive 20 minutes out of town, out to our house. I get a set of jumper cables. I drive back into town. We go to start the van, and it still won't start. 20 minutes of trying to jump start it, it won't start. So we have to drive back across town to Menards. We pick up a $40 set of jumper cables, come back, finally get the car started, and we drive all the way across town. Then, like, we're driving all the way across town all day. This should have taken literally 40 minutes, and it took us 3.5 hours because of all these bad things. We get across town, and this guy says he has 50 bags of leaves he needs to take, and we're thinking, you know, just a regular sized bag. Nope, these bags are like 25-gallon bags. They literally came up to like my nipples. And we got to pack all these things. We're like, there's no way we're going to fit this. And not only that, but they're completely covered in like this oil, this like oily water. Made it really hard to carry. It was gross. And I had Nikes on. I had a nice shirt on too, actually, because I wasn't planning on working. And it was just like, oh my gosh. We take it to the dump, and the dump's closed. It closed early today, so we're like, you've got to be kidding me. So we're driving back. We're like, whatever, we'll have to do it tomorrow. We'll just take the trash bags home. As we're driving home, it starts to get dark, and we get pulled over by a cop because the trailer doesn't have lights on it, and it's not licensed because we just bought it this week, so we don't actually have the official papers on it yet. So at this point, I'm just accepting of the fact that God is just trying to test me and patience majorly. And luckily, the cop wasn't a complete d-hole to us. He actually let us go because we explained we had just gotten it. We said it's just been a terrible day. But the fact that we got pulled over, like on top of everything that happened, we get pulled over. We finally get home and we're like, whatever, we'll just finish everything tomorrow. And that, guys, was how my day went. I spent the whole day in hell in a video game. I spent the whole day in hell in real life.